And to think, this almost brought humanity to its knees. Yes, that is an empty toilet roll of paper, and I just finished my second roll after about 7.5 weeks. So based on the mathematics you're going to see just ahead, I know that somebody else has been using my bathroom. Not a problem, because we've been using austerity measures for toilet paper, but not so much anymore. So what I did is basically calculate an average, based on the average toilet roll paper, which has 500 sheets for 2-ply, and the average person pees 7 times a day, and the average poo is 1 time a day. Of course, depending on what you eat. You know, for those of you that eat papaya and all sorts of other strange things like that, you're going to have to adjust accordingly for your particular constitution. So for the first example, with extreme austerity in place, we went ahead and did 2 sheets per pee and 6 sheets per poo. And each girl pees an average of 7 times, times the 2 sheets per pee yields 14 sheets of pee a day. And then with 6 sheets per poo, they would then go ahead and utilize 6 sheets for the poo a day on average, which would yield about 20 sheets total per day per girl. Boys, we just have one boy in the house, uses 6 sheets for poo, and that's enough. And guys, if you need to use sheets for your pee, I think that would probably be more appropriate for a different video. So that's kind of the tough case. But in the more normal case, we can go ahead and just assume 4 sheets per pee times, and then 8 sheets per poo if we need to. And so therefore, under those mathematics, that girls would then have 7 pees times 4 sheets per pee, or 28, and then the 8 for the poo, and utilize 36 sheets of toilet paper a day. And guys would utilize, of course, the same. It would be their 8 sheets a day. So a family of 4 people with 2 guys and 2 girls, the mathematics, if you add it up, is basically 72 sheets for the 2 girls and 32 sheets for the 2 guys, which would yield 104 sheets a day, which should last at 500 sheets per roll about 5 days. So for those crazy people out there that were stocking up 120 sheets and so forth, or 120 rolls, that just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But I do apologize to our family that I was making us do 2 sheets per pee in the beginning, and so a big shout out to you all for suffering through that. Thanks. Answer the question of how do I get 4 plies of double ply with just 3 sheets of toilet paper is you just use about 2/3 for each of these. 2/3, 2/3, and of course 2/3 there. So to utilize this toilet paper, use one side, fold it in half, come back around the other side, and you just got 2 uses out of that toilet paper. 4 sheets, what the typical people will do, and this is what I used to do before quarantine too, is just go ahead and use entire full-length sheets. And this as well works fine. You get to go ahead and wipe one side, fold, go back to back side, but it does get double use out of those anyway. But I just demonstrated how with 3 sheets we can get effectively the same coverage. You just got to be a little bit more careful.